Hi, this is Mimi. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are going to work on altering this book. I made the cover in a few videos back. I'll link it down below on how to age the cover. Unfortunately, I did lose all of the footage on what I did on the inside. I don't know what happened to it. But what I do is I keep 5 pages. Okay, and then I tear out 8, and then I glue the last of the 5 and the first of the next 5 together. That's all I do until I get to the end. Okay, so I have some supplies. I went through my stash and pulled out a bunch of, yes, I know it's spring, but I'm more of a dark colors than a pastel colors, so I pulled out all of these papers that we're going to use to work on altering this book. Most of these are from a really old collection from Michaels, 2018, I believe. I also have all of these. These are pre-made tags, pockets, all of these, whatever they all are. All just pre-made items, okay? So let's get started. Now, I am a firm believer in that you don't have to alter your books the same way everybody else does. However you want to alter them, that's up to you. There's no right or wrong way to alter a book or even to craft. You do you. You do what you want to do, what makes you happy. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to do what makes me happy. Okay. So, first and foremost, we need to cover up these pages. The blank ones, I will most likely leave blank. Okay? So we're just going to cover up these pages. Actually, I think I might fold it down and make a pocket here. What do you think? Fold this down, make this a pocket, so then we'll cover this and then cover this and glue it down. Doesn't have to be perfect. Let's get it a little bit straight. And I need, oh, right, here we go. We're gonna, oh my God. Ugh, could not get that off. I'm gonna glue this down so we don't have a flippy floppy mess inside. And then once this is covered, we'll glue the pocket down and cover it. Okay, so let's see. What should we cover it with? How about there's something in my head. This one right here. What do you think? Sammy says no, but who cares what Sammy says? Okay, let's figure out what size this is. Here's my ruler. It is, we're gonna cut down to 4 because we don't need to cover the whole thing. So we'll do 4 by 9. Sound good? Great. Pull out my paper trimmer. After this, I will probably speed it up and do a voiceover, just taking you through my thought process. What did I say? 4 by 9? In the beginning. And then I will probably speed this up and then do a voiceover. Okay, so we have that. And we're gonna glue this down. My glue stick fell on the floor yesterday without the lid on, and it's still, the hair and gunk is still on it. It will not come off. Okay. So just gonna line line that up. Oh, Sammy does not like this. I may have to pause. Hopefully he was just out. You were just out, bud. What's your problem? Okay, and now we need this glue. Let's put the lid on the glue stick. I'm known to have things drop. And let's glue the top and the bottom down to make the pocket. Okay. And then let's pick a paper that looks good with that. Ooh, that one? What do you think? Or is it too much? Too much? That's my fear of using these papers, but you know what? I've never been afraid of doing too much. Ooh, I like the smaller one. Oh, I think the smaller one better. Okay, so let's measure that. And that is 3 inches by 9. It's obviously a little over 9, but I don't care if there's book page showing behind it. It's kind of like it's bordering it. It's matting it. So, 3 inches. Okay. By 9. All right. Okay. Sammy, please. I will let you out as soon as I'm done here, okay? Relax. Okay. By the way, I did try to let him out. He didn't want to leave. He does not like when I craft, and when I craft, he needs to be in my lap, but then there's no room for me. So that's how we live in this house. Him grumbling at me. Okay. Now I am going to fast forward the rest and do a voiceover.
Well, I sped this up 4 times because it was long. It was 58 minutes long. But let's just go through here and I will walk you through what I'm doing. Now, I don't have really any rhyme or reason to what I do when I alter a book. I add random pockets. I add random decorative paper. I don't add paper. There's literally no rhyme or reason. I think there's a lot of people who don't add paper at all. I like to add some paper. That's me. But there's no rhyme or reason to when I add the paper. So here I'm just making a pocket. I added that floral paper, which, so beautiful, up at the top to cover that part of the book. I will also add paper to cover this little triangle and keep, I do like to have the book showing. Here I also cut this wrong. Word to the wise. Measure twice, cut once. That's all I'm saying right there. Okay? Please follow that. I rarely do, and then I cut it wrong. But that's okay. It's only paper. It's not that big of a deal. Anyway, so as I was saying, I don't really have a formula for how I do things. Oh, and covering that must have got cut off. Oh, okay. Anyway, I don't really have a formula for how I do things. I just go. I will flip through. I will see if I want something covered, if I don't want something covered. Here what I'm doing is I'm cutting a square the size of that folded over piece whole, like the whole square. So I think it's like 5 3/4 by 5 3/4. And then I cut it on the diagonal. And then I'm just covering that. Why? I don't know. Because I did. That's what I wanted to do. That's what I'm saying. There is no, excuse me, hold on. Sammy, come on. Sorry, the dog wants to come up and I don't want to stop this voiceover. All right. This pocket gave me some trouble. It would not stay closed. Okay, thank you for the kiss, Sammy. Thank you, I appreciate it. Okay, sorry. I didn't want to stop the voiceover and start over. Okay. So here we are, and then I decide I was going to leave that flap open so it would be like a secret journaling spot, and then I decided because the pocket on the other side was giving me so much trouble, I was just going to glue that down so I didn't have to worry about it. And then once again, I just decide I'm going to use the other side of that square, which works out perfectly, to glue down behind this pocket and make that just a simple pocket. Paper is so pretty. I really wish Michaels, this is papers from Michaels, as I said, and I really wish that they would come out with another dark floral paper like this. I struggled with this part because of taking pages out and gluing together because of ripping out those 8 pages and gluing the first page and the last page together. You can struggle to line things up. The paper can get wrinkled. It happens to me all the time, and I move on. I'm not caring. I don't have time to care so much about whether or not a paper is wrinkled. That's just how it is. So here I am covering this part. This is also really pretty paper. I believe that these are from 2 separate collections. I believe. I don't remember. It's very old paper. Like I said, I really wish a company would come out with some more dark florals. So pretty. Please tell me down below, are you a pastel or are you a dark jewel tone? I am a dark jewel tone. I love a good pastel, don't get me wrong, but my heart lies in the jewel tones. I just skipped some pages because when it comes to using this journal, I may want to put a huge journal spot on that. I may want to cover it with gesso and paint on it. Who knows what I'm going to want to do? So I always leave some pages that are just plain book page because there's so much you can do with a plain book page. I also don't decorate every pocket. There's no need. I also don't feel the need to put a thumb hole in all pockets because you can see that it's a pocket. Thumb holes are nice, but that just, I'm just going as fast as I can and moving on. Now this is going to be a triple little pocket, and doing that, how I did that, as you saw, was just fold the corner different sizes. So they're more staggered. And I love a good staggered pocket. How about you guys? Do you like a staggered pocket? I love them. It's so much interest with very little work. I mean, look at that. And then I cover the other side. This is also really, it reminds me of lace, doesn't it? So pretty. Also, my favorite color is purple. So all the purples in these papers just makes my heart so happy. It really does. Yep, there's no rhyme or reason for whatever pockets I make, where I decide to make pockets. It's just as I go, I think, what would I want to do on this page? What is this page saying to me? I know that sounds really dumb, but really that's what it is. What is this page saying to me? Should I fold it? Should I do this? This one I really liked because I liked how I had, you'll see what I do here, I put that same paper over on the other side, and that way, also there, I mean, me and my measuring. So when you close that pocket, I just think it gives it a really good look. And I don't even want to tell you that my dog has really bad gas and it really smells. So once again, we're just skipping some pages and we're going to figure out, there's me going, what should we do here? Oh, I love this paper too. See, here's the thing. Paper crafters just love paper. Give me all the paper and I am happy. All of the paper. I'm just going to put this, here I am trying to figure out which way the flowers go. I don't think it matters. They're all turned all different ways, but I'm just going to put the same paper on both of these pages. So pretty. And I did match them up because they were cut from the same thing, so I ended up matching them up. And here is where I believe it gets interesting, and I decided I wanted to make this a pocket like that, which I wish I would have thought of before I glued the other side down, because then the folded edge was on the outside, and I didn't want that look for here, so I cover it. You could easily keep that look. I don't know why I decided I didn't want that look. I just did. That's how it is. I am a fly by the seat of my pants crafter. I just decide I'm going to do it and I go. And I'm also I may like this in one part, but I don't like it here. I don't know why that is. It just is. Do you understand what I mean? Am I making sense? It's been a week, everybody. Look how nice that looks. Oh, love it. And then this will be a nice little like pocket like that. Like that explains it. In the middle, nice chunky big pocket. And these are nice because you can fit a lot in these pockets. You really can. I do film a second video then of filling all the pockets. Just so you know, that is coming up in another video. I don't want to say I do that, but I do. I'm sorry. I'm a little punchy. I've been filming since 9 o'clock this morning. It is currently 4:32. I've been filming since 9 a.m. I have stopped to do loads of laundry, make macaroni and cheese, make pork barbecue. I've had the pork in the crock pot since 8 o'clock this morning. I'm just a little bit punchy. Okay. I apologize. I was like, I really want to tear a page. What am I going to do? Oh, so I'll just tear a page and put another piece of paper behind it. Sounds great. Love how it looks. Do I wish I would have inked? Maybe. Do I care that I didn't ink? No. I still get the gist of what I'm doing there. It's a beautiful page. I love it. I actually do it again. I do just go through and make sure I'm trying to use all the paper that I had. I had so many different papers there. I'm really trying to use my stash. Oh, here we go. We're making our first long, skinny tag pocket. Look at that. So easy. You just fold the paper in half, and this time I did do a little thumb notch because, or else you would, honestly, if you didn't have the thumb notch, would you even have known that was a pocket? You would have just thought I stupidly glued them together and did nothing else with it. But yes, I am trying to use my stash. I have bought. I was going to be on a no spend, but I've spent. But I do really want, some of my papers are really old. Like these are from like 2019, 2018. So they're a decent age. So I would like to get rid of them. And there I go again, see? Measure twice, cut once. But it doesn't matter. It's not a big deal. It's just paper. And I think I use those for tags. No big deal. Oh, also, if you want to know my choice of glues, I use my Bearly Art to make the pockets because it gives you a nice thin line. And if I can, I use my glue stick for like folding the papers down. For the scrapbook papers, I use my Bearly Art. The glue stick doesn't do, it does fine, but not when you have all the bending of the pages. I'm doing this on the other side this time. Oy, it's so pretty. So yes, that's why I use a glue stick. Like on the paper to paper and paper to that, it works great. But on the thicker stuff, just stick with regular glue. Here I am looking through to see what I have left. Yes, this is a Janet Ivanovich book. Yes, I grabbed it from my basement. Yes, I read it. Will I ever read it again? No. So, I donated it to a better cause. Okay, here I am, and I flipped. Oh, I didn't on this one. Where's the one that I did that on? Maybe the next one. Oh, another long, skinny pocket. I don't remember doing this many long, skinny pockets. I literally just filmed this video this morning, and I already don't remember. How bad is that? This was the one I wanted to say. I flipped this out, you see, instead of on the inside, because I wanted to make it a secret little journaling spot. So that's why it is flipped out. The white on the outside is perfect. I can stamp on it, decorate it, and then you do it a secret little journaling spot. That's why I did that. Because of how white it is and how much white space is on these pages, it worked out really well for that one. And I think, yep, just up here. This is the last piece. I kind of forgot all about the front when I started.
Okay, now that we're done, I'm done filling everything. Let's do a quick flip through, and then in another video I will add stuff to the pockets and everything like that. So here we go. Here's a nice little long tag pocket. Pocket here. Pocket, pocket, pocket. Yes, this crinkled a lot because of taking pages out. I can never get it perfectly smooth, but most likely this will all end up being covered when I use it anyway. The pocket, pocket, and then some plain pages. I like to keep some plain. Pocket, pocket. I like to keep some plain in case you never know what you want to do when you have your journal. Here is 3 pockets. And here's one. Here's one. Yes, I like having the book page. You could, if you wanted to, and you didn't want the book page, and you just wanted to use the book as a base for a journal, you can easily cover every page. I would cover with thinner paper. So pocket. And this is a nice, you can fit a lot of stuff in that. I like how this page, I'm glad I tore. Here's another tall tag pocket. These ones, I don't know, I haven't done the voiceover. I finished doing the book, stopped that section, and came right in here to do a flip through where I'm talking. So I don't know if I mentioned it, so I'll mention it here, and I'm sorry if I already did mention it. When you see me deciding to keep one of these pages blank, it's because this part here is empty. I can stamp on here. There's so many things you can do on this blank page that I like to keep them when they're blank like this. I like to sometimes stamp in these kinds of journals and decorate with stamps. So that's why I left the blank ones. Even up here is a good way, a good place. Okay, so here we have another pocket. Another one of these. Here's a pocket. Lots of pockets in here. Nice big blank page for stamping. Another tall tag pocket. I did keep these blank on the backs. I can come back later and add paper. I didn't know what I wanted to do yet, so I did leave it blank. Another big, nice blank. This one I kept as a flip out, so that's why that's not glued down, and it's also a pocket. And then here we are at the last pages. Thanks for joining me today. Like I said, in another video, I will be adding tags and like finishing up the journal, doing the cover and all of that. But I appreciate you joining me today. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Have a great day.